We are in an age now that many of us are experiencing some form of mental health. I use it loosely only because it's the becoming of aware, the know yourself and how your mind plays out into your environment, your external self. And so there's always been a common onslaught of just dealing. And the dealing term, it always may at times never seem to end. It just there. Never can make sense of it, but it's there. Yet we find layered within this aspect our health and how we think about it. And so I wanted to be able to pull us into a different perspective and viewpoint and how impactful our mental health is, and getting a better grip on our mind's disorder and learn ways in correcting it and putting it back into order. And so I always thought about mind, body, and soul. And to become aware of the mind, it's to also understand the thoughts that we create from it. Like if you think about the mind, it's like this conveyor belt of multi-directional information. And while this conveyor belt is moving to and fro, it also gives an interpretation of your feelings and also your emotions. It provides you with the interpretation in what is being experienced, what is being felt. And this information, it shapes our perception. It gives us our reality. It tells us our truth. The truth in light of an independent truth, not more of an absolute truth. And there are two different levels of learning our truths. So that's why it's to know that perception is only our reality and how we make it up. Yet if we use fundamentals in relation to how we exist collectively, we could find a common ground of being better selves. So this inward and outward spinning of experiences, like the primordial effect, is functioning around the clock. It's made manifested from our souls. It's our will to do. But you see, like our thoughts, however, it's what we've selected based on this mental conveyor belt of information. So we allowed it to go round and around, to and fro, in every direction that can be imagined until we capture it into our thoughts. This is the second level of our mental and how it can materialize into our actions, which is our body. So this mental conveyor of energy, it's like from our thoughts, and we try to attempt to materialize it into actions and make it in its truest form. And what's interesting about our perception is we would also use our external experiences to make it in its truest form. And again, that's an independent truth from the absolute truth. Two different areas of truth. The absolute resonates with all. The independent only resonates with you. So, to accomplish a sense of order in our mind, we can only manage the complexities in regulating the energy. We can only manage, which is that mind is running at full energy and it never reshapes or forms. It's what we pull out of it and create from our thoughts is how it will come into existence. And so learning to manage and regulate the complexities of this ever so flowing, often energy, is very important to our mental health. And this is how we can get order from our disorderly mind. So the energy that should be our primary focus should be feelings and emotions. This is energy that runs through motion. This is also, again, correlation from our mind. You think about a conveyor belt, think about information running on that belt. You think about all of the different directions that it flows through. There's also another component, that's inertia, energy. That's also the aspect of knowing that there's a process flow. There's also still energy that's coming from the mechanism. And this energy is fed through thoughts to where it gives it made manifest action, which is body, makes it true. And so to have that and becoming aware of that much information we pour in and out of self will always and will always be the prerequisite to the moods that comes from us, that projects out of us, and the moods that we experience around us. Though we are silenced, those that are around us will speak for us. And so we always have to be cognizant of those levels of how we experience our information that we receive internally. So with learning the mind, it's also knowing the mood and its phases reflective of the flow of our conveyor's energy. This is the first framework into understanding the disorder of our mental.